Dan, when is Pretty Boy Floyd going to get into the ring, and who's he going to fight when he does get into the ring?
Robert, that's an excellent question. There is no set 100% date in which he would actually fight. Right now, the discussions between Mayweather's camp and HBO, the network on which he has fought basically his entire career, has centered on its main event date for the month of July. That's July 11th, and they're talking about, no guarantee, possibly a comeback fight on that date against a tune-up type of opponent, just that he hasn't fought, like you said in the intro, since December of '07. It's been a long layoff, and Floyd is a fighter that relies on speed and timing, and he wants probably to make sure he gets that back. There's also the possibility that he may forego a fight in July if they can't work out the details, and he may just sit and wait for the May 2nd fight between Ricky Hatton and Manny Pacquiao to take place. And, of course, if Pacquiao is the winner, the fight that looms larger than any other in the entire sport of boxing is a Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather fight. That's an astronomical fight, the biggest that you can make in the sport.
What's his biggest challenges, Dan? I mean, we talked about the layoff, and if he does get the tune-up fight and then presumably the winner of Hatton and Pacquiao, what's the biggest challenge for Floyd Mayweather coming back from a layoff that long?
Well, I think main thing is just get back to timing. Like I said, he's a fast fighter he's not a guy that relies on one-punch power. That's George Foreman could come back after a 10-year layoff and do it very successful because he wasn't worried about the timing necessarily. He was just in there battering your head in, and so that's not Floyd Mayweather's game. He's about precision, about defense, about well-placed, well-timed punches. So one of the reasons he probably is in the gym to see how he feels after a long layoff is to get back that speed and timing and make sure he's sharp with his skills. Which knowing Floyd the way I know him, he's a dedicated guy in the gym, and I'm sure that if he gets back in the ring, he won't do it unless he feels as though he can perform at the highest level. Lastly,
Dan, give us an idea of, and there's still a lot of things that have to happen, but if Manny Pacquiao were to get into the ring with Floyd Mayweather, give us an idea of what that hype, what that build-up would be like for the sport of boxing if those two were ever to agree to fight.
Oh, just a huge build-up. With Manny Pacquiao, he carries the weight of his entire country on his shoulders, the Philippines. He's a tremendous star across the world, particularly in Asia. He has astronomical fan base. He's a beloved figure. He brings a tremendous amount of worldwide publicity. Floyd Mayweather, because of the big fights he's had against people like Ricky Hatton, Oscar De La Hoya, these big major fights that he's had, you're talking about a guy that is a guy that people want to see. I think most people that go to a fight of seeing Floyd Mayweather half want him to get knocked out and half want him to win. I mean, he has, you either love him or you hate him, and it will be that type of passionate atmosphere. I mean, you're talking about having 5,000 or 6,000 people just at the weigh-in for a fight like that.